Let's read what I'll be sharing with you from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 12. Mark chapter 12. I'm going to begin from verse 13. Mark 12, 13, beginning from verse 13. Chapter 12, verse 13. And they sent unto him certain of the Pharisees and of the Herodians to catch him, that means Jesus, to catch him in his words. That means what? To find fault with him. And when they were come, they said unto him, Master, we know that thou art what? True. And you carest not for any man. For thou regardest not the person of men, but teaches the way of God in truth. Now here they catch. They flattered Jesus, started flattering him. And I see a lot of these, sometimes lovingly, but I see it a lot with journalists, or even sometimes the police, lawyers. When they want to say the trap, sometimes to catch you, they will not come up front or up front and accuse you. They want to flatter you first, so that your guards will go down. They'll tell you, we know you're a nice person. You're very kind, and you're telling the truth, and this and that, and now if you're not watchfully now, they'll throw exactly what they came for. So now we're going to see how these Pharisees and the Herodians came in disguise, and they were flattering Jesus because they came purposely, not because they wanted to hear him preach the truth. They came because they wanted to get something that they can accuse him of. Let's see now how the last part of verse 14, they ask him a question. They say, is it lawful to give tribute to Caesar or not? Is it correct, according to the law of God, for us to pay taxes? Tribute here means taxes to the government of Caesar, or shouldn't we do it? That is their question. Now remember, among the group that came, the Herodians. Everybody say Herodians.
Herodians.
The Herodians are the fans and the followers of Herod. They believe in Herod as the hero, the teaching of Herod, everything. I mean, they were so fanatically attached to Herod. And Herod now, being of course a political leader, governing the people, and as a politician, for sure, sometimes some politicians, especially when they don't know God, they want to be considered as gods. They are lords. They are the heads. And they don't want anybody to compete with them. They want sometimes people to even worship them. And it was very common in the time of the Jews, both in the Old Testament as well as in the New Testament. You remember the story of Nebuchadnezzar, when he made that great statue and placed it on a plain called Dura. And the commandment came that everybody has to fall down and worship that statue of the king. I could see very much of it, particularly in Europe, in Africa too, where those who are highly educated, rich and powerful, royalties, so that means kings and monarchies, demand so much of respect and worship that they don't want anybody to see that there is somebody competing with them and that his name is Jesus. To them, it's very offensive. So they want to be considered as the gods of the earth, the gods of their region, the gods of their town, the gods, we live in a world of human worship. And I see it especially after elections. Not too long ago when we had President Barack Obama was voted in, literally some people wanted to worship him. George Bush, Bill Clinton, and Adolf Hitler, and you can name it. So there's something in the ego of a human being that pushes us now to take our eyes off of God and to look unto man and consider man to be higher than God. That is devilish, it's satanic. And we as believers, as much as we need to show respect to our leaders, we don't need to worship them. There's only one person you can worship. That is Jehovah God himself. Amen. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Worshipping another human being or an angel or anything is idolatry to God. And God is a jealous God. He will not tolerate anybody coming into competition with him. And his jealousy is correct. I'm not talking about our evil jealousy. The jealousy of God is correct. It's pure, it's righteous, because he made everything and everybody. Nobody created him, nobody advised him. He did everything by himself. He deserves to be worshipped and respected and adored. Somebody clap your hands and praise the Lord.